Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It was a clash to be remembered as young and restless Aunt Mamie squared off with her great-niece and great-nephews at Chancellor Winters and put them all on notice that, despite their disrespect toward her ideas, she wasn't going anywhere. But as formidable as Mamie can be, what can she possibly do to get her way at the company now? Well, you might be surprised, and her next move could tear the family apart. We already had a bad feeling going into Mamie's surprise meeting, knowing from teasers that Lily would face a tough decision. As it turned out, Lily was left little choice but to side with Devin and Nate against her great-aunt when she brought up the idea of ousting Jill from her own company again. As Nate, Devin, and Lily tried to gently but firmly point out, the tension among the executives hadn't been an issue before Mamie came back to town, looking for a scrap with her former rival, Jill, and the Chancellor head wouldn't have brought Billy back in to stir the pot had Mamie's secretive agenda not put her on the defensive. Mamie argued that Jill was paranoid, not because of her, but because of Tucker McCall lurking, but as Nate pointed out, Mamie was in cahoots with the man initially. As we all have seen, Mamie did not take kindly to her family members teaming up to reject her takeover plan. Fully disgusted, she even called them names. We quote, "three overly entitled, underexperienced, wannabe adults who are too afraid to take a leap of faith with her, their longest living relative and staunchest defender." Having declared Lily, Nate, and Devin's attitude as a betrayal, Mamie let them know that she was both angry and heartbroken, but not going anywhere. Noting that she had a big investment in the company, she stormed out of the office warning, "You'll be seeing more of me." But we had to wonder, what can Mamie actually do at this point? She doesn't own a big enough stake in Chancellor Winters to have any say, and it's not like she can buy up more stock to get a majority share, because the company isn't publicly traded. That said, she's not out of options. Normally, an investor can affect change at a company by lobbying the board of directors, but in this case, the board is comprised only of the people Mamie is up against. So that ain't gonna work unless she can work her magic to persuade several individuals to see things her way. Given that that's what she's been trying to do all these weeks and months, it seems an unlikely tactic. Chancellor Winters is facing the lawsuit being brought by Daniel and Heather, and they are facing a backlash of bad publicity, or so Billy and Nate have warned. If Mamie truly wanted to stir the pot, she could leak a story about the infighting at the company to pile on. As we suggested before, shining a spotlight on the issues surrounding the CEO could leave the rest of the board in a position where they feel they've no choice left but to fire Lily. This would definitely leave Lily at odds with her brother and nephew, and possibly blaming Devin for the whole thing because he didn't tell her about Daniel's infidelity right away. Given that she's between a rock and a hard place, Mamie might decide to take another look at teaming with Tucker. He was already set to help her oust Jill, and wants nothing more than to see Devin running the whole shebang, which is also her goal, or was at least. Mamie is going to need someone with corporate oomph who is willing to play dirty in order to get her hooks deeper into Chancellor Winters, and McCall is the ideal candidate. It shouldn't take too much persuasion either. Once he hears that the cousins are infighting and that Lily voted against Devin, he'll undoubtedly be tempted to help fix things for his son, perhaps in hopes of being hailed as a conquering hero and welcomed back into the fold. Mamie, meanwhile, would have the means to get the control she wants to kick Billy and Jill out on their behinds. Perhaps Mamie should just take a step back and realize she's accomplished at least part of her original goal. If nothing else, Devin, Lily, and Nate are working together as a united front now, even if it is against her. Silver lining? What do you think Mamie's next move will be? Will it leave the Winters family at odds just as they're starting to work so well together? Weigh in using the comments.